Good, namaste. Welcome, everybody. So, this week we're going to be focusing on experiencing the body. Now, this is something that we obviously do in all classes, but we're going to really put an emphasis on the body as a beautiful sacred temple, and we're going to be working with the body from that perspective. There's a beautiful quote by Saraha, and she says, "Within my body are all the sacred places of the world, and the most profound pilgrimage I can ever make is within my own body." And one of the things we work with so much in our practice is learning to love the body. For many of us, we've grown up really, if not hating our bodies, then really disliking them. And we get into our adulthood, and suddenly all we can see are the flaws within these beautiful bodies that we've been given. The body is, of course, the only way that we get to experience our humanity. It is our only connection to the physical world. The soul resides within the body, and when the body passes on, the soul leaves. And, we don't know what happens to it then, but we know that as long as we have this body, we have this human experience. And yet we spend so much time in denial, in hatred, or just generally ignoring it completely. So when we start to see the body as this beautiful sacred vehicle of experiencing the world through our physical body, we talk about the senses. We've got our sight, our sound, smell, taste, and touch, and that really connects us to everything in the world, and we do it through the body. Over the next few days, we're going to really work at settling into that experience of sacredness with the body. Today's class, our Hatha class today, is going to be with very simple postures. There's nothing that we need to be completely worried about not being able to do. It's postures, asana, that we're completely familiar with. So we can really allow ourselves to be in the experience of the posture instead of worrying too much about how we're doing it and what we have to do. Just allowing ourselves to settle into it and be completely there in this sacred body. And then all through the week, we're going to be reading from the Radiant Sutras. Now, the Radiant Sutras are an interpretation of the Kama Sutra. So we know the Kama Sutra and we automatically think of, crazy sexual positions. But the Kama Sutra is actually a beautiful way of connecting to the body and its sacredness. And this is such a beautiful interpretation by Lauren Roche. And he really understands the sacredness and the beauty of the body, the connection between the body and the breath. And I don't know if I've used this since we've been online, but certainly in our in-person classes, I've referred to this particular passage many times. It's Sutra number 31. And he translates it so beautifully. Experience the substance of the body and the world as made up of vibrating particles, and these particles made up of even finer energies. Drifting more deeply, feel into each pulse of energy as it condenses from infinity and dissolves back into it continuously. It is just so beautiful. Noting this, breathe easily with infinity dancing everywhere. And we see this, a particular love that is, it condenses from infinity and dissolves back into it continuously. And we see the body and the sacredness of it as part of infinity, as not something separate, not something we should be ashamed of, not something we should be in battle with, but something that we should nurture, something that we should love, something that we should revere. And that's going to be our focus for the classes this week. Good, so let's bring our hands together and come to our heart center. Tuck your tailbone under, lengthen your spine. Gently tuck your chin in towards your throat and feel the crown of your head reaching upwards. Take a beautiful, long, deep inhalation through your nose. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And we'll start with one long Just take a moment, feel the sensations of the vibration, the vibrating particles, and each of these particles made up of even finer energies. Beautiful. And then you can bring your hands to your knees. We're just going to do a gentle warm up for the spine. Inhaling up, exhaling down, keeping your head and neck in line with your spine, and just moving with ease. Beautiful. Really trusting your own body, trusting what it is that it needs in this moment, trusting this unique rhythm. If you can, try and keep your eyes closed, gently rolled inwards and upwards towards the center of your forehead, feeling that gentle tug from the back of your eye to the pituitary gland. And come to center. Now move to Sufi grind, massaging the internal organs. Beautiful. And again, feel the freedom in the movement. Don't be restricted in this movement. Excuse me. Just invite your body to move in whatever way that it needs to. And then change direction. Beautiful. Soften into it, moving, listening to your body, and coming back to center. And let's move into some neck rolls. So drop chin to chest, inhale backwards, exhale across your chest. Keeping the shoulders relaxed, moving at exactly the rhythm and pace that your body needs right now. See if there's any tension in your jaw, and maybe you just need to relax your jaw a little. And then change direction. Beautiful. Just keep going. Feel that lovely release. And back to center. Drop your chin to your chest. Inhale, head back. And exhale, chin to chest. And back to center. Drop your left ear to your left shoulder and pull your right shoulder down. Feel that beautiful release. And change sides. Right ear to right shoulder, left shoulder now pulling downwards. And change. And change. And back to center. And then let's open out our legs as wide as you can get them. Inhale up at the center and exhale as you reach your chin towards your toes. Keep your lower back protected by lightly engaging your belly and reaching your chin towards your toes. Move at a rhythm and pace that your body needs right now. Inhaling as you come up and exhaling as you reach down. Beautiful. With each exhale, just gently allowing your chest to come a tiny bit closer towards your thighs. Inhale up to center, turn to face your right leg, and exhale, soften and relax. Deeply relax. Remember, with all the forward bends, the more you relax, the deeper you go. Keep using your exhale. Gently curling up, bring your right hand to your left knee, lift your chest, twist and look over your left shoulder. And then relax down to the left leg, deeply softening. Using the exhale. And curling up, left hand to right knee, lift and twist, looking over the left shoulder now, belly lightly engaged. Breathing into it. And come to center, deep inhale, and exhale, relax down. Focus on releasing your lower back, let your head and neck soften down, surrender into this forward bend. Breathing into it. And gently curling up. Beautiful. Bring your legs together, coming onto your hands and knees. Hands are underneath your shoulders, knees are underneath your hips, and we're just going to move through cat and cow. So inhale as you drop your belly down and look up, and exhale as you curl up, drop your head down. Now continue at your own rhythm, just moving at the pace that your body needs right now. Keep your breath, rhythm with your movement. And come back to neutral. Tuck your toes under, straighten your legs and press your heels down to the mat. Relax your head, relax your neck. Just breathing. And then you can start to lift and lower your heels. And now exaggerate the movement so that you feel it all the way through your hips. That's it. Beautiful. And come back to center. Look up between your palms. Walk your feet towards your hands. And then grab hold of your elbows. Shift the weight into the balls of your feet. Lift your tailbone up. And just hang like a rag doll draped over a banister. There should be absolutely no tension in your head and your neck. It should be completely relaxed. Keep your breathing conscious and intentional.
And then release your hands to the mat. Tuck your fingers underneath the front of your feet. Shift the weight onto your hands. So you're leaning now onto your hands. And straighten your legs as much as you can. Now your knees may be a little bit bent. That's absolutely fine. Just lift your tailbone and try and straighten the knees as much as possible. Head completely relaxed. Beautiful. And release your hands, bend your knees, and roll down to Shavasana. Feet mat distance apart, palms face up, eyes closed. Deeply relax. Use your breath. And on each exhale, surrender. Within my body are all the sacred places of the world. And the most profound pilgrimage I can ever make is within my own body. Begin that sacred journey now. The pilgrimage within the body. Experiencing the body as absolutely beautiful. So perfect, exactly as it is. Imagine how it would feel to have absolutely no judgment, just pure acceptance. Beautiful. And you can bring your legs together. Hands are at your sides with your palms facing downwards. Engage your abdomen and press your lower back into the mat. And inhale, raise your right leg up. And exhale down. Keep your belly active. Left leg up. Exhale. Inhale right. Exhale. Inhale left. Exhale. Inhale right. Exhale. Inhale left. Exhale. Inhale right leg up. Now grab hold of your right leg. And use your arms to ease the foot towards the floor behind you. Now focus on keeping your knee straight. It's no good if you bend your knee and get your thigh onto your chest. You want your knee nice and straight. So you may be holding on your thigh. Try and avoid holding behind the knee if possible. And wherever you are, close your eyes and find ease in the posture. No judgments, just a beautiful surrender. Gently with each exhale, your hands ease the foot lower onto the floor behind you. Your left leg is completely relaxed, absolutely no tension whatsoever in the left leg. Beautiful. Now on your next inhalation, you're going to lift your head and shoulders off the mat, hold higher up your leg, and draw the foot even closer towards the floor behind you. Notice now the elbows bend and they don't pull out, they tuck in towards the knee. Bend the elbows in, focus on the knee being straight, and ease the foot down. Beautiful. And lower your head and shoulders to the mat. Grab hold of your big toe with the middle and index finger of your right hand. Take your left arm onto the floor. Now focus on keeping the left hip securely on the mat. Don't let the hips twist. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, release that right foot to the floor beside you. Surrender to this. Don't try and force it, so wherever your leg is, just allow it to be all there. Relax the right hip.
Gently encourage the left hip onto the mat and breathe into it. Beautiful. Now bring the right foot back to center. Take the left hand now and bring it to the outside, not the inside, the outside of the right foot. Right arm is on the floor. And now we're going to twist the hips. So allow the hip to come off the mat. Keep the shoulders on the mat. And take your gaze over your right shoulder. Getting a beautiful spinal twist. See if you can experience the vibrating particles and the even more refined energies within those vibrating particles. Beautiful. Come back to center. Hug your knee to your chest. And then raise your left leg up. Bring your right foot as high up your left thigh into half lotus as you can. And grab hold of the left leg. Now try and keep your buttocks on the mat. Excuse me. And ease that left foot towards the floor behind you. Rolling your tailbone down. Beautiful. Soften into it. Feel that beautiful opening now on the right hip. Breathe into it. Keep using the exhale to go a tiny bit deeper into the stretch. And release, taking both legs down to the mat. And raise your left leg up. Grab hold of your left leg. Use your hands to ease the left foot towards the floor behind you. Focus on keeping that knee beautifully straight. Use the exhale. The right leg is, of course, completely relaxed now on the mat. No tension at all in that right leg and the right hip. We're focusing on keeping the knee straight and using the exhale to ease the foot towards the floor behind you. Use your exhale. And then on your next inhale, you can lift your head and shoulders off the mat, hold higher up your leg, elbows are now tucked in towards the knee, hugging the knee, and ease the foot even closer towards the floor behind you. Keep using your exhale. Notice my hands aren't forcing, they're just lightly holding and lightly easing. We don't want any tension or any forcing. And release. Lower your head and shoulders. Middle and index finger of the left hand grabs hold of the left big toe. Right arm is on the floor. Keeping the right hip on the mat, open the leg down towards the left. Now, don't let your hips roll. Remember to keep them on the mat. Beautiful. Take your gaze over your right shoulder now. Breathing into it. Keep using the exhale. Beautiful. Come back to center. Bring your right hand to the outside of your left foot. Left arm is now on the mat. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, bring that left foot over. Hips twist this time. Gazes over the left shoulder. Getting a beautiful spinal twist. Relax into it. No tension, no forcing. And back to center. Hug your left knee into your chest. Use the strength of your arms to pull your knee in. And then raise your right leg up. Bring your left foot as high up your right leg as you can. Grab hold of your right leg. And then inhale and exhale, ease that foot towards the floor behind you, using the exhale. Beautiful. Breathing into it. Soften and surrender. And as we start to recognize ourselves not as solid, but as beautiful vibrating particles, connected to and part of everything around us, not separate from, completely changes our experience. And release. Bring both legs down onto the mat. We're going to move into double leg raises. So as always, you can either have your palms flat alongside your body. If your belly is feeling particularly strong today, maybe you have your hands above your head. Or if, like me, you have discomfort in your lower back, you tuck your hands underneath your buttocks. If that's still too strong, move to single leg raises. So strongly pull the belly down towards the spine and press the lower back into the mat. And let's inhale very slowly, both legs up to center. Exhale. Inhale. 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 And let's come down for the count of 10. 9, 8, 7. Now hold 7. Make sure your belly is really strong. Your lower back is pressed down to the mat. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 2, and 2. And then release. Beautiful. Come to Shavasana. Feet are mat distance apart. Palms are facing up. Eyes are closed. Feel into your body with deep love and deep gratitude. Experience the sensation of actually being in your body. The actual physical sensation. Notice any areas that may be tingling. Perhaps there's some discomfort. Whatever you're feeling, go to that place and allow yourself to be completely present in it. See if you can stay with the sensation without judgment. Beautiful. Hug your knees to your chest, rock from side to side, and rock all the way up. Good, so now we're going to bring our hands underneath our buttocks, elbows as close together as you can get them, and then lean back on your elbows. So you're sitting on your hands, leaning on your elbows. Extend your legs out. Lift your chest up as much as possible. Now, it can be very easy to collapse here. So make sure the chest is up for Matsyasana, fish pose. In Matsyasana, the purpose of this posture is to open the chest. So lift the chest up, look down towards your toes, take a deep inhalation. And then as you exhale, drop your head all the way back. Keep your chest up. Now, of course, this is a very vulnerable posture for many of us, and it can bring up a lot of discomfort physically and emotionally. Some people feel nauseous when we hold here. So just see if you can experience these sensations without running away from them. And we're going to do 3 deep, full breaths. Inhale.
Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And deep breath in. Last time, lift your chest up, let your head fall all the way back. Hold the breath in. Lift up, up, up for 3, 2, and 1. And release your arms, lying all the way down. Interlink your fingers. Bring your hands behind your back. Wrap your elbows around your ears and experience your head as a dead weight, like a bowling ball. And then lift it up off the mat and gently twist it from side to side, releasing any tension or discomfort in your neck. And come to center. Beautiful. Lying down again. You can bend your knees up towards your buttocks. Feet are flat. If you can, grab hold of your ankles. If you can't reach your ankles, you can use a strap if you have one available. Otherwise, just have your hands resting on the floor alongside your body. We're going to come into Setu Bandhasana, half bridge pose. So grabbing hold of your ankles. Now I want you to press firmly through your feet. I want you to feel all 4 corners of your feet pressed firmly into the mat. And pushing with your feet, lift your hips up, all the way up, and hold it there. And again, we're going to do 3 long, deep breaths. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Last one, deep breath in. Hold the breath, lift up as high as you can go. Keep the breath in, lift your hips up for 3, 2, and 1. Now keep your hips up and bring your hands underneath your waist. Remember, fingers on the outside so that we're not balancing on the thumbs, because if you fall out of the posture, it's very easy to injure your thumbs. Come up on your toes. Walk your feet closer towards your hips. Bend your right knee in towards your chest and raise your right leg up. Beautiful. Bend and release. And left leg, inhale. Exhale, bend your left knee into your chest and extend. Beautiful. And release. Coming down onto your heels, release your hands. Shake out your wrists. Hug your knees to your chest. Gently rocking side to side. Feel that beautiful release. And then rock all the way up, all the way down, massaging the spine. And rock all the way up, coming to staff pose, preparing for Paschimottanasana, the sitting forward bend. Deep breath in, reach up with your hands, spine nice and straight. And exhale, bend forward from your hips. Come as low down as you can. Turn your palms to face upwards and relax. Deeply relax. Soften and surrender. And I want you to feel the emptiness of the stillness. Breathe into it. If any thoughts do come up into your mind, acknowledge them and allow them to move through without attachment. Soften 1% more. Use your breath. Breathe easily with infinity
dancing everywhere. Be in the body, this beautiful miracle that gives us our human experience. Be all in it. Feel immense gratitude for how far it has borne you, for this path that you've walked. Soften, relax. Keep using the exhale. Feel those subtle, refined vibrations in 37.2 trillion cells in your body. And within those subtle vibrations, feel the even finer energies. Feel into each pulse of energy as it condenses from infinity and dissolves back into it continuously. And on your next inhale, curl very gently up. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Fingertips can point either forwards or backwards, whatever feels more natural for you. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, lift your hips all the way up and drop your head back. And release. Drop your hips down. Roll over onto your belly. Make a pillow with your hands, big toes touch, heels flop out to the sides, and forehead rests on your hands. Soften into it. Breathe into it. And again, go into the emptiness. Beautiful. Then you can bring your legs together, hands underneath your shoulders, preparing for Bhujangasana, Cobra Pose. Elbows are tucked into the waist. Now remember, as we come into this pose, we're going to lift up, keep the elbows slightly bent and head all the way back. And breathe. Make sure your shoulders aren't around your ears and your elbows aren't sticking out to the side. That's it. Beautiful. Breathing into it. And release, forehead to the mat. Take your feet mat distance apart. Hands slightly further back, fingertips in line with your nipples. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, straightening your elbows as much as you can. Let your hips sink down. Head all the way back. Now you can stay here, or you can lift your feet up towards your buttocks, heels sinking down and trying to get your feet to touch your head. Nearly there. Good. And release, coming all the way down. Make a pillow with your hands. Big toes touch, heels flop out to the sides. Forehead resting in Makrasana, crocodile pose. Deeply relaxing. Breathing into that space. Feeling that pulsating energy. And then push up and back onto all fours. And start moving through cat and cow. Inhale, drop your belly down, look up. And exhale, curling up. And just continue with that movement. And feel what your body needs. Trust what your body needs. Remember, your body knows. You just need to listen. And back to neutral. And we're going to prepare now for Ustrasana, camel pose. So coming up onto your knees, check that your knees are more or less hip distance apart. So camel pose, remember we start with hands in the small of the back. Press the hips forward, and we need to have hips and knees in alignment. And drop the head back. Now you can either stay here or we're going to go down onto the heels. But remember, if your hips are back here, you're getting no benefit whatsoever from the posture. Your hips need to be in line with your knees in order to get the benefits of the posture. So you're actually better off staying here if this is where you are today. So bring your hands to the small of your back. Press your hips forward, drop your head back. Now lift your chest up as your head falls back, and remember there's quite some vulnerability in this posture, so it can be really uncomfortable, and I want you to stay with that feeling of discomfort. If it feels possible, taking your hands down onto your heels. Otherwise, remaining where you are. Breathing into it, inhale. Exhale, inhale, exhale. Last one, deep breath in. Now hold the breath, lift the chest up, drop the head all the way back. Feel that extension through the throat and hold for 3, 2, and 1. Bring your hands to the small of your back. Sit back on your heels and bring your forehead down onto the mat and tuck your forehead as close to your knees as you can get it. Bring your hands to the outside of your heels so that you curl your thumbs towards the center of your heels. So your fingers are touching almost at the middle and thumbs are on the outside. Beautiful. Head pushes up towards the knees. And now keep a very firm grip on your heels. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, lift your hips up and roll forward onto the top of your head. Now you should be rolling so far forward that you're getting a beautiful stretch in your shoulders. It should almost feel like you're going to pull your arms right out of your shoulder sockets. You're balancing on the top of your head, lifting your hips up. Stay active in the posture. Hips up, beautiful. Stay with it for 3, 2, 1, and release and just relax in Balasana. Let your shoulders fall forwards, let your hips sink down, and breathe. And be completely present again. Within my body are all the sacred places of the world. Go to those sacred places now. Experience the sensation of being in the most sacred space in all the world. Beautiful. You can gently curl up and come onto all fours. Tuck your toes under and straighten your legs, pressing your heels down to the mat. Breathing into it. Deep breath in and exhale with a sigh through your mouth.
Last one.
And then step your right foot between your palms. Bring both hands to the inside of your right foot. Drop your left knee to the mat. Let your hips sink down and be completely present here. And then come down onto your elbows, allowing your right knee to just fall out to the side. Soften into it. Long, deep breathing. And coming back up onto your hands. Raise your right arm off the mat and let your right arm fall backwards. Let your hips sink down as you open your chest. Take your gaze towards your right fingers, breathing into it. Hold it, lift and open. Don't let your left shoulder collapse. And back to center. Take your right hand to the outside of your right foot. Tuck your left toes under and step back. And breathe. And step your left foot between your palms. Drop your right knee to the mat. Bring both hands to the inside of your left foot. Hips sink down. Soften into it. Breathe into it. Beautiful. And then coming down onto your elbows, now the left hip falls out to the side. Soften, relax. Feel the opening through your hips. Coming up onto your hands. Raise your left arm now up and open your chest. Make sure your right shoulder doesn't collapse. Keep your right shoulder open. Hips are open, chest is open. Gazing to your left fingers. Beautiful. And release. Tuck your right toes under. Step back to down dog. Breathing into it. And then drop your knees to the mat and come to kneeling position. Remember, if it's painful to sit on your knees, to come to a comfortable cross-legged posture. And we're just going to finish off with some alternate nostril breathing. You're going to raise your right hand up and bring your middle and index finger in towards your palm. So your pinky finger and your ring finger and your thumb are all pointing upwards. And to block the right nostril, inhale through the left, block the left, exhale through the right. And I want you to do this very, very slowly, okay? So using your own breath, slowing your own breath down, and let's begin. Inhaling through the left, block the left, exhale through the right. Inhale right, block, and exhale left. And just continue now with your own breath. Eyes are closed. Breathing is long and intentional. Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril breathing. There are many variations of alternate nostril breathing. We also often do an Anuloma Viloma in class. And so today we're doing this version with no hold at the center, just inhaling left, exhaling right, inhaling right, exhaling left. Keep going. Feel your body softening, surrendering. Experience the substance of your body, not as solid, but as beautiful vibrating particles, part of all that is, not separate from. And finish the round that you're on. Bring your hands to your thighs. Take a beautiful, long, deep inhalation. Hold your breath in. Squeeze more bund by lifting the pelvic floor and the anal muscles. Feel that divine energy moving through your body. Keep your breath in. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale all the way out. Get all the breath out. And hold the breath out. Notice how the emptiness feels. There may be some discomfort, grasping for the next breath, but see if you can hold it out just a few more seconds. And inhale. And just take a moment to feel the sensations of being in your body. This beautiful gift that we have been given to have our human experience. We experience the world through the body. What a gift it is. Absolutely perfect, exactly as it is. The most sacred place in the world. And when you're ready, lying down on your back in Shavasana, taking your feet mat distance apart, your palms face up, or any other comfortable relaxation posture. You may want to cover yourself with a blanket. And you can give yourself permission to relax fully and completely, knowing that it is here in this space of deep relaxation that we are healed. I relax my feet. I relax my feet. My feet are relaxed. I relax my calves and thighs. I relax my calves and thighs. My calves and thighs are relaxed. I relax my hips and buttocks, abdomen and chest. I relax my hips and buttocks, abdomen and chest. My hips and buttocks, abdomen and chest. Relax. I relax my face, eyes, nose, mouth, and tongue. My face is relaxed. My entire body is completely relaxed, filled with peace. And in this place of deep relaxation, I explore the sacred places, the most sacred places of all the world, knowing that the most profound pilgrimage I can ever make is right here within me as I learn to love without judgment or expectation. This beautiful body, this magnificent gift from the divine, that I may have my human experience. I feel great love and great acceptance for my beautiful, beautiful body. And in this space of deep reverence for the temple of my body, I experience the substance of my body and the world, recognizing that it is made up of vibrating particles, and within these particles, even finer energies, drifting more deeply. I feel into each pulse of energy as it condenses from infinity and dissolves back into it continuously. As I notice this, I breathe easily. Infinity dances everywhere within me. And there is a beautiful peace within me, a beautiful peace around me, and a beautiful peace in all the world. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And you can start to bring your awareness back to the gentle rise and fall of your chest, rubbing your thumb across your fingertips, moving your toes, and taking your arms above your head. Have a beautiful stretch. And then hugging your knees to your chest, rocking gently side to side. As you roll over onto your right-hand side for just a moment. And when you're ready, coming up to Sukhasana, to easy pose. May the long-time sun shine upon us. All love surround us, and the pure light within guide our way on. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste. Namaste. May you have a very beautiful day.